close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me. I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and took everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta. Oh, because there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Polly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Ah! I don't want to hear it, old man! After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir! Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hi, Phoenix! How you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Don't exactly have a choice, you know? Name and occupation. I declare war in tarnation. Hey, Judge! This is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine? That ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah! There's no need for foolish outcries from the foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gone to set my name a job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, phenomenal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang! We hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim, and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Working course. Excuse me? Wrecking course, except for you're wrecking. Of course I did. Yeah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show the picture to the court. Moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here is the picture. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through clear cross-examination. Just watch me. Was it really only those two that went in?
Objection!
What are you blabbing about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes. Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into that room. Hold on! We can't have the defense testifying against its own clients. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went to that chanting chamber. You hear? You know that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness. Continue.
Hold it!
Was it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little cooler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I knew. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up.
Hold it!
So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Van Karma. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an accusation? And if apologizing, that was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. That's smiling rather openly. I take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in?
Hold it!
Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. I seem awfully confident in the testimony. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. What's you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into that room? I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this? Sounds like this are perfect for snapping of sides. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, you see, Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see... Order, Miss Hart, you're here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, the system's back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we'll come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. But I'm trapped like one. Again.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely certain of that? So I am. That old witch chased out of the room, so... Old witch? Does he mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The chanting chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rock given! Huh? What in the... Well, give it, you know? Well, Wacken, that's a given. I took me a good look around that room once. There's no way anyone was hanging up behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Give it. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you stop saying such things as give it. Ah! Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony, or don't you? Just that I thought, there's nothing wrong for testimony. It's good for, so I know he's telling the truth. Enough. seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do? But just let this go. What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. Make one wrong move. I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can invent that would prove it's not mine in this photo? Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough! Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it is quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you, totally, 100% impossible. Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia? I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But pause? The clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? He's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time about what you saw in that channeling chamber. You remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots! You see, there's one final piece to this puzzle. Mia. Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if he's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but he's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
Hold it!
Please, wait, Your Honor! The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. For more? It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Oh, heck. What am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See? You got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Things sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I suppose on these sections. So are you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat? Well, it leaves me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Two, right? Two what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where's the other picture you have been holding? No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least you know it's yourself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to strap my trap about it. What? Von Karma! Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence? Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this? You're as bad as your father! I'm so mad that even my throat's clenching up. Better let the judge handle this. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so I bother with this second. I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How? How can you say that? If you want to see it, then badly, I'll submit it. What is this picture? It's obvious, the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a novice amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey! What is the meaning of this? I need the break I was looking for. Should I not insist that that person in the picture is not Maya? Your Honor! As you can plainly see, this person in the picture is not Maya Fey! Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow, this other person stuck in and traded places with the defendant! Order, order, order! Well, yes, I believe you're correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the Chang chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it! You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. He's smiling! I think you have better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss Von Karma? What do you mean by that? Your Honor, I'd like for you to take a look at this pixel. This is taking your stand at the detention center's visiting room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fay, during his visits. Maya Fay? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks the same because she's also in the middle of channeling a spirit. It's unbelievable that she can. Yet, is the truth. In my phase in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Yeah? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that the picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person's defendant Maya Fay? I give up here. The trial will end. But if I step up and say something wrong, it will cost me. So anyway, I can prove that this person's not Maya? Your Honor! Oh, the fires are turning your eyes. I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then own your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what's so strange in this picture for the court? Please direct your attention here! To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it. And that's exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? Ah! There's a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, it should be in this picture as well. So, Karma, you intend to hide this valuable piece of evidence? Certainly, you're setting a penalty for this. Right, that's to do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. She's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I'd like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools that the police had passed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. Through her teeth, I know it! I never knew about everything, the bullet hole, the picture, everything! But you can't prove that. But just come on common idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign penalty, I'll personally make sure that the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there'll be a great gassing of teeth at his next salary discussing. Oh, gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there were none.
Chance is confused by this strange system of events.
This is your chance, Phoenix.
Alright.
You got it. This one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor! There's only one logical explanation for this contradiction. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clothing does not. There could only be one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether! What? Order! If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial! Why me? This argument is a complete mess! A complete mess? I don't see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness! What the heck? Is that anybody's asking God a favor? Why you? The one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know. If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, they're looking mighty scary, so I don't... You say you... I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. Or anyone else in there. Honest. See? Now it'll be this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did the other woman appear from? Why is it lady? All I want to do is cry. Well, if the person in this description is not the defendant, this poses two very big questions. First, the defendant vanished to. Second, where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even me is calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough to turn things around even now? Right. We will always turn things around and change her perception. Next. So, where did this intruder appear from? Where did Maya disappear to? Let's look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. Right before we broke in, the third person was already in the room. What if Maya had left that room somehow? Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. Think what happened before we forced our way into that chamber is? I had left the chanting chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. No, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolish dreams. My affair was being locked after by her aunt Morgan Fay. Chances of her leaving the quarantine are lower than the detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of West, the defendant had left the room. Take that! Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey! That's the chanting chamber key, right? Before the chanting started, Maya locked the door from the inside of that. The defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key is the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes? Looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then that key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ain't that a kid? How come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that my fate must have left the room. If he had not, then I would not be holding the key seat before you. No! Seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly accepted the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key had been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw? My perfect case! I think you won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm a prodigy. I have never lost a case. I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Wow! That was you, Polly? You summoned my sis? Yes, and then I had no choice. Great going, Polly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that person could have gone into that room. Yeah? Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance? Yeah, I'm counting on you. Oh, by the way, Nick, you think you can take Polly back home for me? So, alright, pause. Ready to go buy some tickets?